So you have 250,000 coins on FIFA 21 and you want to buy an icon for your squad and you want to play him striker. Which icon do you choose? Here are 11 of the best options you can pick for 250,000 coins. Let's start off with probably the worst option, which is Inzaghi. 74 pace, 79 dribbling, 86 dribbling. Definitely not. We are going to get rid of that because no one wants to see Inzaghi. Christian Vieri, I'd say Christian Vieri is better than Inzaghi, but is he good enough to be paying 250,000 coins for? I would say no, so that is definitely out the equation there. We have Ryan Giggs as well. Now, Giggs obviously doesn't start as a striker, but does he have the qualities to be a striker in game? 91 pace, 87 dribbling, that's pretty decent. He has 2-star weak foot though. That's just not good enough. He also has only 52 strength and 52 aggression. There's not much physical presence there. Also, when it comes to his dribbling, his actual balance and agility isn't that good. Like 84 agility is not bad, but it's just not great to have 80 balance. So I feel like Giggs just wouldn't make a great striker. So we're going to get rid of Giggs. Litmanen as well, 85 rated. His icon moments from last year was actually a very good, underrated, undervalued player. But 76 pace on this card, 80 dribbling, 85 shooting. Is it good enough? I would say no. He's got 22 aggression as well. Not sure what that's about. He's obviously got fantastic positioning, but that is not going to win you games in Weekend League. It's not going to get you goals. Well, not enough goals anyway. So he is also out the equation. Michael Owen, 86 rated, 84 pace, 85 dribbling, 86 shooting. You know what? This actually looks like a very usable card. He has great attacking position, 92 with 90 finishing as well. He also has 91 reactions. I'm thinking that this card might be good to use. So we're going to have a look at this card. 4-star weak foot, 3-star skills. We're going to leave that there. Laudrup, 85 rated, 87 pace, 89 dribbling, the best dribbler out of all these icons that you can see. 74 shooting is his weakness. He's got 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. What other attributes does he have? 62 strength isn't too bad for a player with all that pace and all that dribbling. The 77 balance is a weird stat again, you know, because he has such high dribbling, but he only has 77 balance. We're going to see how that plays in game. I think it might be his shooting that lets us down. Alan Shearer, 87 rated, only 76 pace and 76 dribbling, which is a real letdown. Probably got the best shot out of all of these icons with 91 positioning, 90 finishing, 88 shot power. He's also very good in the air. He's got great jumping at 86 with 91 heading accuracy, 87 strength as well. So he's going to be a bit of a bully, but is that the meta for FIFA 21? I'd say no. So unfortunately, we're going to get rid of Shearer. And that is a pretty similar story with Closer, 87 rated, 77 pace, 78 dribbling, 85 shooting. Obviously, he has great shooting. He's great in the air as well. 93 jumping with 90 heading accuracy. But that is just not the way to get yourself into elite or gold. Obviously, guys, if you like these players in real life, you pick them. But for the purpose of this video, he is also out of here. Now, what I have here is 5 players to choose from. Which players can I choose? I can only pick 4 to compare in this video. And I decided, you know what? I really want to see the difference between Lineker and Michael Owen. Both English strikers, slightly different but very similar in some ways. Good amounts of pace, good shooting stats. One's better at dribbling, Michael Owen's better at dribbling. Lineker is better, like just a better physical presence, and he has a great shot on him. But that leaves us with Larson and Raul. Which one do we pick out of these two? I really liked Raul from last year, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of Larson. So the 4 icons we're going to be comparing today is Lineker, Raul, Laudrup, and Michael Owen. I'm going to play them in the striker position. I'm going to see who scores the most amount of goals, who feels best in FIFA 21. But before we get into the video, guys, if you want to buy cheap Ultimate Team coins, go and check out igvault.com and use a discount code EGHD at the checkout to get yourself 6% off your order. So the player we're going to be looking at first is Michael Owen. I was most excited to use this card because I haven't used him yet. I did use Lineker last year, so I thought we're going to see how this guy plays. And look at that for a first goal there. A lot of pressure to take that shot. We had someone on our back. We managed to, you know, have some strength, some physicality there to hold off the play and put it into the back of the net. And my general feel for Michael Owen was he was supposed to feel a little bit better dribbling wise. He's only 5'8". His balance, his agility and that should have felt, you know, better than Lineker, but I didn't feel that much of a difference. Yes, he gets into great positions, as you can see here. He can finish with his weak foot. He's got great shooting stats, but I did find him to be a little bit disappointing when it came to the dribbling. There weren't any standout stats at all. You know, with Lineker, well, we're going to get onto Lineker when we get to him, but, you know, he did get into great positions, and because of that, he was able to score goals. It's simply because they get into the position, their AI is really good. The thing I didn't like about him is the 3-star skills as well. I do like to do some La Croquetas. I like the option of a Berber spin. You know, there are some good 4-star skill moves, and also skill moves do perform better the more skill moves you have in certain situations in some skills. So yeah, skill move wise, I was disappointed, but overall, I just found him to be very bland. Yeah, just disappointing, underwhelmed by his performance really. But I did score a lot of goals. So if you simply just want an icon to score goals out of the players on this list, I'd probably put him at top 2 at least. The next player we're going to look at is Raul, and this guy was actually one of my favourite from last year for this kind of budget. I don't know why, because obviously pace has been important on FIFA since it's been created. It's just been the way to go, especially with chem styles. Everyone puts on the fastest chem styles, so everyone has lots of pace, and it felt like more of an issue this year more than ever. I didn't get onto the scoreboard much at all. I think I scored the least amount of goals with Raul out of all 4 icons we're looking at today, which would not have been the case last year. And it was a matter of I was playing these games on different days, some games in rivals, some in foot champs, so he had an opportunity to perform. I gave him equal opportunity to Lineker, Owen and Laudrup as striker, as a cam, and for some reason his dribbling just didn't feel as good this year. The strength, I don't know why, he was again a very bland player. He either scored a fantastic goal or a very basic tap in, which is not what you want. Now Laudrup, yes, he does have better dribbling. Is it as good as 89? It's a hard one. So for example, you've got players like Benzema, who has good dribbling on his card, but when you look at it, he has quite bad balance. So what it does is it makes their dribbling feel weird. It's like sometimes they really can move the ball around and they have great ball control and good dribbling stats and stuff. But every now and again, when you need to change direction completely, that's when their balance comes into play and it doesn't feel great. And that's the same for Laudrup. At times, he was able to get the ball from under his feet and move it quickly, pass it off, which was nice. As you can see there, nice pass and move there. He was the fastest player as well, the best dribbling. But as a striker, as an out-and-out striker, obviously you need to have good shooting stats as well, and I think it was 74 shooting. It was about the middle to low 70s, and yes, I did feel it at times. Now, the good thing about FIFA 21 is, you can score with your weak foot much easier. You can score goals in general a lot easier. The goalkeepers seem to have been nerfed a little bit. They're not as good this year, which is a good thing in my opinion. It means that people can use different players more often, even though we see the same players week in, week out. But it was a problem. 8 or 9 times out of 10, the shot's going to go in, whether it's Laudrup, Michael Owen, or Lineker. But it's that just 1 time out of 10 that could cost you elite. So that is the thing that I just didn't like, is his shooting, his positioning, his dribbling, his pace, all superior to the other players on this list. Now Lineker, I left this guy to last because, without spoiling the video already, I think that he is my favourite icon out of the 4 players on this list. And I was not expecting it. When I go into these videos, I go in with the expectation of, let me just try to pass the ball around and see who gets in the best positions. I'm going to take shots of all of them. I'm going to be ambitious. I'm going to try to play as well-rounded as possible. And Lineker, for me, just look at his positioning. He makes the right timed run there, and I felt the most comfortable taking shots with Lineker. Was it better than Michael Owens? How much better? Only slightly, but it was better. I felt like I could take finesse shots from range, from close with his weak foot. I could go for a power shot near post. I can go across goal. I could chip, and penalties as well. And I know this is something that's like, yeah, but penalties aren't that important. They actually are. If you're playing foot champions, you're going to go into at least anywhere between 3 and 8 games. You'll end up in penalties at some point in extra time. It depends what week it is for you. Sometimes I've played up to about 5, 6, 7 games and it's gone to penalties, and then some weekends I only play 2 or 3. But it is important. He has fantastic penalties. I think it was 97 once you put the Hunter Chem style on. I used Hunters on all of these players as well, guys, just so it was fair. They all had a pace boost, they all had a shooting boost, so that they would all be on a level playing field. But I've really enjoyed using this player. I felt like, if I was playing him striker, and I was doing a bit of pass and move, or I was in a position where I'm running down the line and I needed to cross the ball, I knew Lineker was going to be there. I knew if I managed to get it onto his head, wherever I got it onto his weak foot, strong foot, he's going to deliver. And that's what you want. If you pay this amount of coins, you're gonna, you want some reliability. Now, I'm not saying that these players are really worth this much, because they're not. The reason why they're worth this much is because they're really rare to pack, and also they offer links to everybody. But ultimately, would someone like a Martial be better? Would Ousmane Dembele be better? Of course they would, but these are icons. Of course, pick the icon that fits you the best, but for me, Lineker scored the most goals. So if I had to order these 4 icons in worst to best, it would actually have to be Raul. Raul just was disappointing all round. As I said, he either scored a fantastic goal, and probably because, you know, I'd been trying to score, you know, and I'd have to go for something spectacular, or he'd just score a tap in. I was very disappointed. He didn't score many goals. He did assist quite a lot, I think, because he had better passing, better vision, good dribbling, and he did draw the defenders in to try and tackle him, but the actual end product wasn't there, and it was just disappointing. So he comes in at the number 4 spot overall, 4-star, 4-star. It's just a shame because I loved him last year. The number 3 spot is going to be Michael Owen. Now, I know people that have used Michael Owen and Lineker, and they preferred Michael Owen. So this video isn't me saying definitely, you know, Michael Owen's worse, but for me personally, the way that I played, I felt like I would rather have a Lineker and the laudrup before I had a Michael Owen. That's just me personally. Now, in the number 2 spot, we're going to have laudrup. Now, the reason why is because he has the pace, he has the dribbling stats. It's the shooting that lets him down, but if you find another striker to work along with him that has better shooting, that makes up for what laudrup doesn't have, then that's going to be great. And then Lineker is going to be in the number 1 spot. Something we didn't really talk about is the strength. The strength was good. It meant that if someone come up to tackle him, I didn't feel panicky. I didn't feel like I needed to pass the ball away before he got tackled. Whereas with Michael Owen, in fact, with all of these players, I felt like, you know, if they got close to me, I'd be pushed off the ball, because Raul doesn't have enough pace. They're just gonna, you know, push him out of the way basically. Laudrup's a little bit too weak, and Michael Owen was weak as well. So Lineker has that presence of being able to hold up the ball a little bit as well. So there we go, guys. Lineker is my favorite out of the players on this list. Let me know in the comments if you've used any of these icons. Which one did you prefer? Also, let me know in the comment section what kind of budget I should do next. Maybe I could do ones for defenders, for midfielders. It doesn't just have to be strikers. So let me know in the comments. I really enjoy making these videos. And until the next video, guys, I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.